Thank y'all for tuning back in to your favorite channel, Pelican Bay Dog TV and News for the day, giving it to my brothers and sisters the way I always do. Fair, unbiased, raw, and uncut. Some gonna like it and some ain't, man. Y'all hit that like button. Y'all hit that like button. Y'all hit that subscribe button up out there. You know, big shout out, big salute to all the dog lovers and pet lovers across the world. You know how we're going to do it, man. Got a little bit of dog news for my brothers and sisters today. I want to send a big shout out to Mr. 216, holding it down in the building, man, before the video started with me up in here, man. Big salute to all the brothers and sisters down in the chat. What's going on with your big A? Salute to my brother, Legion Fury. What's going on? What's going on? Salute to y'all brothers, man. Appreciate y'all dropping in tonight. Got some dog news. And I got to explain something, you know, as well. I want to explain the still scratching logo that I'll be rocking in the corner of my videos. I got to explain that for, I guess, a brother or, you know, a few people. So we're going to talk about that, but I'm going to give y'all brothers and sisters this news. Let's see here, man. You know, I like to go ahead and start off with that news real quick. We got a dog that was found in Mobile, Alabama, with a bullet wound to his head in a trash bag. You know, I'm gonna give y'all that article. I can't really say it's an update. The dog didn't make it. So I'm gonna let y'all check that out real quick, and then we're gonna get on to some more news. While we're doing that, y'all get on up in here.
Inside a trash bag in Grand Bay, we're now learning the pit bull named Chance had to be put to sleep this afternoon. That's because of a serious injury he had. Now, Wags and Whiskers of Mobile, the foster-based animal rescue who helped care for Chance, posts on social media Chance had been shot in the head, the bullet fracturing his skull and causing his brain to swell. Now, after being rescued on Saturday, Chance was taken to Sims Animal Hospital for treatment. The vets who cared for him believe he was shot more than a week ago and say his injuries were too severe to recover from. Wags and Whiskers, Sims Animal Hospital, and others who helped want to thank everyone for the amount of support they have received. We have more on Chance's story on our website, fox10tv.com.
All right, now, you know, last week, or not last week, a few days ago, I gave y'all that dog bust that happened in PA, and we was talking about the black dog. Now, we got another one to talk about tonight. It ain't a dog bust, but it's a situation, boy, when y'all see this dog, I don't know which one worse. You know what I'm saying? But let me give it to you the way I always do, fair and cut, raw and unbiased.
We're sharing the story of one special dog who is now recovering after being found abused by hands. 9 News Science Lauren B.
It may be a little low at the beginning, but it's going to lift up.
Has more on this special story.
Back in December 2024, a complaint came into the city of Greenville's animal control about an abused dog.
Immediately went out there, took action to go check on the animal. Yeah, once we saw the animal, we immediately, had an option either surrender him or he'd be seized.
The conditions they found him in.
He was very skin and bones. You could count about every bone in his body. So poor he couldn't even stand. He stood for maybe a minute and had to lay down.
He was really bad off. One of the worst I've seen. I've seen bad ones, but he was definitely one of the worst I've seen.
From there, he was examined by 2 vets.
From what the first vet told us, he had been starved at least up to a month. He has not eaten. Until our second vet, they kind of extended it more than a month, so about 2 months total.
I have a friend who works at Williamston Veterinary Clinic, and she actually took Gerald in for a little while, and they are the heroes too, because they really did a lot of work with Gerald and got him way better.
His road to recovery.
This dog, he was not the friendliest. When we picked him up, he was scared. He liked his boundaries, and between the time he started getting better and better and understanding that not all people suck. And now he's just happy. He's getting a little fat now. He's getting that weight in, and he's just happy.
He's now in a loving foster home.
Yes, we will be adopting Gerald out. He's already neutered, microchipped, you name it. We will be screening big time because he's one special boy.
Pitt County Animal Control takes situations like these very seriously.
We do not stand for animal cruelty here in Pitt County. So I tell you, if we get a call, an investigation, we're going to do the best that we can to get that animal help.
In Greenville, Lauren Beachy, 9 on your side.
That's a rough situation right there. What up, the yellow one? Big salute, props, yellow one in the building. Mad Doctor, what's going on with you? What's going on with you? Now, I'm also talk about Mr. Claude, you know, Mr. Claude Puckett dogs as well in a few minutes, and I'm gonna explain to you the significance of me speaking about that. You know, it's a reason why I'm speaking about it. But first, I want to talk about the still scratching sign. The brother said something about I'm talking about dog fighting or something like that. So what I'm saying is, you know, I gotta be the man and get up here and explain what still scratching mean. You know, to the brother that asked me that, or to the brother that made that comment, or sister, whoever it was, you know, still scratching don't mean dog fighting. Still scratching mean when you go to get that job and you got turned down one day, you know, don't give up. You go back to go get another one. That's what still scratching means. Still scratching means whenever you trying to do anything, any kind of goals you trying to accomplish, and somebody trying to knock you down and you get knocked down from it, and you keep going, you still scratching. Still scratching mean when they told you couldn't walk again, but you turn around 6 months later, you back walking. That's what still scratching mean. You know what I'm saying? Still scratching don't mean dog fighting. You got to understand, we use these terms and different things and put it toward life. The pit bull is the type of dog, if you're gonna say, oh, I'm gonna have that type of mentality, that's the breed you want to have. That breed that ain't gonna stop until they win. You know what I'm saying? So for the simple thinkers that want to say, oh, I'm preaching this, but got still scratching up here, that's what still scratching mean, man. You can't, it's no limit to what still scratching mean when it comes to bouncing back from situations. You know what I'm saying? It could be a brother who got jammed up in the dogs doing the wrong thing, but he figured out how to do the right thing. He's still scratching. You know what I'm saying? It's about crossing that line, coming from the one side and getting to where you want to be at. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I look at it. You know, that's why I put it like that, and that's why I keep it up there, still scratching, man. And that it can go for anything. You know, you got people who get in accidents and you know, gun violence and all different kind of things in the streets, and the doctors give them up one day. They family say keep them on it, keep them on it. Next thing you know, 2 weeks later, they back pumping, still scratching. So you can make it mean whatever you want it to mean, but over here, it's still scratching, man. That's all it is to it. You know, keeping it moving forward, like I always say. We ain't about backpedaling, you know, going forward action, like them boys in the service, forward action, you know. Now, this ain't gonna be no super long show tonight, unless we make it into it. Big salute, big shout out to showing up out that piece, man. Wherever you at, showing up, big shout out to you, man. But I do want to speak about Mr. Claude Puckett dogs. And the thing about it, when I always speak about bootleg or this or that or this or that, this is what I'm talking about. Now imagine you got Mr. Burns. Everybody know how significant Mr. Burns is in the dog game. Everybody know how significant Mr. Chavis is in the dog game. Most of y'all brothers don't know who Mr. Puckett is. Mr. Puckett is one of their road dogs as well. You know, and then you look and see the dog in some of them brothers' pedigree, you may see Puckett's Dixie Belle, you know. But my thing is, brothers, I talked to Miss Puckett back in 2013, 2014. I come to find out, if I could be wrong, but looking at the information I got, she passed away since then. But the thing is, when I talked to her on the phone, I was working at the nursing home at the time. Live your life. What's going on? What's going on? I was working at the nursing home. I called her up and we was talking, and she told me Mr. Puckett was in the nursing home in Georgetown area. I want to say if anybody know the nursing home is, I think it's Prince Charles or something like that. But anyway, we was talking and she said, you know, he loved his dogs and this and that. And she was telling me how she, you know, ended up he got rid of all his dogs. Now, my whole point of talking about this is when you got a man who is as significant as Mr. Chavis, Mr. Burns, Mr. Tant, even though he's older than Mr. Tant, you know, so he's going to be in your older class of brothers, you know, them first group of guys, you know. when all his dogs left the yard, why when we look on online pedigrees right now today, we only see Puckets, Dixie Belle, and maybe one other Pucket dog? There's no way in hell a man with the significance, not saying that his dogs were better than these brothers' dogs I'm talking about, but if you say, okay, you know who Mr. Chavis is. Now, and we hear Mr. Chavis sold all his dogs, but now we look on online ped and we don't see no Chavis dogs up here. Is what I'm saying. You know, this brother was rolling with Mr. Burns and all the rest of them brothers. You know, and when all his dogs got, you know, sold out, what I'm saying, you know, what was it registered under? Now, if you take Mr. Chavis' whole yard and you register it under different dogs, because everybody getting different dogs going different directions. If you take Mr. Chavis' yard and you register them all different, man, you're gonna have Chinaman dogs, registered Eli, but they're gonna be Jocko dogs. You're gonna have Jeep dogs, registered Jeep, but they're gonna be Jocko dogs. All these dogs registered different ways, but they Jocko dogs because whoever got the dogs never gave Mr. Puckett his true credit. You know, and you know, like I said, a lot of people really don't know him as far as saying, oh, he was one of the guys who was out there with them brothers. But the ones who know him, you know I'm telling the truth. You know, it just, and I know for a fact he had a yard full of dogs. You know, I don't know how many he had when he got out the game or when he got sick or whatever, but you know, the wife told me people came through and got him. You know, and I was just always wondering, man, because we stress these pedigrees so much and different things, and this pit bull game is just gonna be what it's gonna be, man. We just, you know, at the end of the day, I can say bootleg this, bootleg that, but at the end of the day, a lot of the dogs that I'm talking about bootleg, they're great looking dogs. You know what I'm saying? You can't take nothing from the dogs, you know, none of that type of stuff. You know, even the brothers who have dogs, man, we put a lot of emphasis and we knock a lot of brothers, and we may be pushing brothers away who don't got papers on their dogs. Man, we make them feel like they're not welcome in the circle that we do our thing around. You know who you want to breed your dog with. You know who you want to what kind of blood you want to run with. There's no reason for none of us to make anybody really feel like, oh, our dog better than your dog, or your dog ain't on my dog level, no none of that, man. At the end of the day, we all in this thing together as dog lovers. You know what I'm saying? We can all take something from each other and learn something at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Same way, you know, me and Yellow One was talking about the purple ribbon. You know what I'm saying? Now, a Yellow One, we were speaking about that purple ribbon. I was thinking about something, right? Because see, I know UKC will let you register your dog up if it fit the standards. I think you have to send pictures and show this and show that and show this and show that. And that's another way that purple ribbon will come into play, because say somebody just registered their dog up with UKC. That I'm glad you explained that to me though, man, because I know all these years I was thinking like it's basically the same thing as going to get a confirmation, APBT confirmation championship. So I'm glad you explained that to me, man. But you know, that's just saying, if I wanted to be a brick and not taking in no information, I could be an asshole. And, oh, 5 years later, still saying, oh, purple ribbon mean dogs in the shows. Nah, man, I'm trying to update my information. You know what I'm saying? Shit. And I learned it. Kobe Sayan, what up, man? What's going on with you? Live your life, man. What kind of dogs you been training up lately? Got Ken Lightning in the building. Salute to you, Ken. Yes, sir, man. I appreciate everybody rocking with me tonight. I ain't gonna be here too long tonight, man. Just kicking it with everybody for a few minutes. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Kobe, I've been thinking about putting not Mellow Yellow, excuse me. Anime, doing a little bit of training with Anime myself, man. At least for a good month straight, go hard and tune her back up, because she pretty much trained. I just got to tune up with some things. She might be a little rusty on certain things. I might do something tomorrow. I might bring out and do a video or something with her tomorrow on some training. Hey, live your life. When it comes to them paddledales, do you do like obedience training with them, or just like the training as far as the hunt training? Cause I know there's some high drive dogs too. They should be pretty easy to train though. Them paddledales might be higher driven than the pit bull. I don't know. But most of your hunting dogs really got a higher hunt drive than them pit bulls got. A pit bull ain't gonna chase a deer, but so far. Them damn coon dogs and all them kind of dogs gonna chase them. Them deer dogs, man, they chase them for miles. Once that pit bull feel like he beat, he gonna turn around. I'm talking about the gamest of game dogs. And he might look for something else. But them hunting dogs gonna stay on the trail. Oh, live your life. Say them paddledales ain't easy to train. Yeah, man. Mad Doctor say I'm gonna add something in it because I think you saying trying to train a 5-month-old Belgian. You won't tell me how to start. 5-month-old Belgian. Okay. First thing I'm gonna start with, brother, making sure the dog, if he want to play and run around and make this, take him out, make sure he used to you. Getting the dog acquainted with you. Now, say you done did all that, and we're gonna talk about commands. With me, when I'm training and I'm being serious with it and I need to get it done, I go get some beef sausage from the grocery store. I get beef because you can give beef raw or cooked. It don't matter. I get some beef sausage and I cut it up in little squares. That beef sausage is gonna make a move like nothing else gonna make a move. I don't care who it is. Once you get it going. Now, I know y'all get tired of me saying this, but I start with sit. From sit, I go to either down and stay. And with a Malinois, bro, you can do this in 1 or 2 days. You know what I'm saying? But at 5 months, is it your dog? Did you raise the dog? If you raise the dog, you may be pretty straight. But at 5 months, it may have good habits, may have bad habits. Because a 5-month-old Belgian Malinois get pretty good size. And that's enough time for the dog to be spooked the people, all kind of stuff. But we just saying you got a good temperament dog, everything's going okay with him. 5 months, man, that dog is ready to learn. Beef sausage is the key for me. If I want to play around and bull jive around, I'll go get some hard treats out the store. Some dogs are ball driven or toy driven a little more than they food driven. That's what you got to make sure of. Play with them with the toy and then see which one you get them to move faster with. Put a piece of greasy, because all you got to do is cut it up in cubes, that sausage, and put it in the microwave for like 30 seconds and let it just sizzle a little bit, get grease. Put a little bit of that grease and let them smell it and see which one getting them moving faster and see which one they really want the most. And that's the one you do your main training with. You see, because YSL, if I want to do the training with, I got to use a toy. She just don't stay still long enough to smell the food. But it starts, man, with the obedience, with this sit down, stay, because that Malinois is gonna get aggressive on its own the older it get. So you gotta have the obedience in them to call them back, stop them, send them. You know what I'm saying? But to start at day one, you gotta down, sit, stay, come, recall. That's the most important. If you take off at somebody, you want them to say, come, and they shoot back to you. Get you a collar, get you some people like the choke collar, some people like the e-collar, some people like the prong collar. I feel like different times you may have to use all 3 of them, but just got to work with that. take look at different people videos and stuff, man. See the styles that they train, and just take it all in, man. This is the thing about it, and this with any dog we be training them. Once the dog realizes you trying to train them, it's gonna start going a whole lot faster. See, it may take you longer to teach that dog how to sit than it may teach him how to stay or teach him how to down. Because once he start teaching them, you know, he'll learn. And that's the thing. You want to use the dog head to make him do everything. You know how they say you take the head and the body gonna follow? That's the thing with it. You make the head do what you want the body to do. If you want him to sit, you take the head up and then make the back end go down. If you want him to spin a circle, you take the head and whip it around, and the body gonna go in a circle. If you need him down, you take the head, you stand in front of the dog, directly in front of the dog, while he's sitting down with the food or the toy right there by his nose, and you go down, directly down, and he sits, lays down. You got to keep giving them treats, keep giving them. See, that's the thing. That's the difference between giving a dog a toy and giving a dog treats. See, you can get more did out of giving a dog the treats than you can the toy. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. Every time you treat that dog for the toy, he's playing. He's getting tired. He ain't going to be able to do but so much training before he's tired after playing with that toy. With them treats, you can go boom, 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 treat, reward, 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 reward. You getting this training in, and he ain't getting tired. You know what I'm saying? And then you can switch it up, you know, every so-and-so and give him a little chase after the ball or chase after the tug toy or whatever. But the tug toy training and all that training, you're going to get a whole lot less training did than you're going to get did with the treats. Because the only thing the treats going to do is maybe have them with a loose stomach every now and then. Instead, am I going to get the peanut butter treats from the Tractor Supply? And I'm teaching to sit down, to stay commands. Man, I may go out there and stay out there for 30 minutes, but I may get a dog so many treats, you know, and that's kind of sometimes it make their stomach loose and sometimes it don't. You know, sometimes the sausage make their stomach loose, sometimes it don't. But you know what is, if it is loose, you know why it's loose, so you're not worried. You know what I'm saying? Show enough what it is, big homie, what's going on? Yes, sir. We just talking a little bit about training real quick. You know, but yeah, man, so I say, me myself, I think you can get more did with the training with the food or the treats or whatever. But some dogs, they just want that toy, man. They just want that toy. But that beef sausage, I ain't gonna lie to you, that beef sausage get them to move now. Even the ones that's toy driven, when they smell that sausage, done been in the microwave about 30 seconds. And boy, look here, not pork sausage. You know what I mean? Pork may not hurt them, but beef sausage, I just do that because they do it raw or cooked. And it's a different taste on it, you know. And your dog can tell that. Your dog can tell when you're trying to trick them with them treats and stuff. Now, don't think your dog's stupid. You will see your dog ain't gonna do the sit the fast as he was when you gave him the real shit. You know, I ain't talking about the sausage. I'm gonna start something he really loved. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see him, boom, he gonna drop. Oh, I need that. He gonna run to you. But when you switch that treat up and give him that mediocre treat or something he don't really like, he gonna be like, I'm coming to get it. I'm coming. All right. Yeah, I'll be there in a minute. You think I'm bull jiving, man. And when you see that, you know, as long as I keep the thing he want, he gonna do exactly what I want him to do. And that's how it go, man. You know, just start with that sit, down, stay, recall. Them need to be some of your first commands you teach any dog. And then, you know, if you got them where you can recall them, you got them where you can tell them to stay, and you got them where you can, you know, them basic commands, then maybe you can go into some protection and all that. You don't got to teach them all the tricks and stuff like that. You need the recall, the stay, the sit, you know, your basic commands. And you need to make sure that dog has mastered them commands. You don't have to, with a Malinois brothers, see, we may have a little advantage because you can kind of move along a little faster than other dogs. You know what I'm saying? But master that command, man. I like to do, you know, and I'm gonna probably, you know, show y'all that some of that over the next couple of days as well. I like to do 100 yards with like my staying down until I know that I got it pretty good. You know, I put them down on the 101-yard line and I'll walk 100 yards and come back or whatever. But the thing is, you just want to make your dog sit and stay and say walk a dog past them. Not close to him, just let him see a dog to the point where you know he would have normally jumped up. And if you know he sit and stay, then that's what I consider, you know, mastering it. When you know he run after the ball no matter what, when you tell him to sit and stay and you throw that ball that's his favorite toy right there in front of him, and he won't move, that's when he listening to you. You got him under control as far as mastering certain commands. And that way, if he don't do it the right way, you can be upset. You can scold him because you know he know better. You know, we can't scold somebody, humans, nobody, if they don't know better. You know what I'm saying? So once you know that dog know better, now, okay, all right, you going on a punishment, buddy. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no playtime for you today. It's all work, go back in. You know, but yeah, man, any specific question you got with the trainer, just ask me. I'll kick it to you if I got an answer. And I'm quite sure if I don't got an answer, I could easily get, one of these brothers that know it up here. Yes, sir, man. And one thing about dog training, man, no matter how much we talk about it, it's a great thing, but it ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna never try to say, oh, everybody train their dog, everybody go train it, man. Because at the end of the day, I keep Mellow Yellow trained and she trained, but I also let her act like a dog. You know what I'm saying? I don't got Mellow Yellow. I don't let me see how I can put it. I want to say it the right way. When she goes at a dog, I let her be a dog. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any situations where we can make accidents and stuff like that. But if I'm walking and she's going towards a dog, then I'm letting her be a dog. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like that. We train it. But if it came down to it and I need to stop her, bring her back, then I know I can do it. I think I could do it. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I never be in that situation. And that's what we all think. Even the guys who train protection dogs, we all want to be able to just do it on the sleeves and do it on the bite suits. We never want to have to do it in real life. Because it might not go right for no party. It might not go right for you or the dog or the person, the dog going on. Magnolia Kennels, what's going on? What's going on, big homie? Sure enough, man. I heard you got in them boys today, sure enough. Them boys, don't let them boy ruffle your feathers. I'm trying to get over it myself. Yes, sir, man. But yeah, man. Like I said, I ain't gonna be here all night tonight, man. Still messing with the dogs a little bit. Gotta take them out. Let me see. Let me check the chat up real quick. Make sure I got everybody in the chat, man. Oh, y'all seen that video I posted earlier now? No, with that girl hitting the rock wall in the dome. No, that's why I post that, man, because if it would have been Pitbull, somebody would have been locked up, especially if it had been in America. I don't know if she in America or not. She's speaking in another language, so she may be overseas. But if it was Pitbulls, man, it would have been a big deal about that. And then I'm looking at the comments up under, and people giving her passes and all kind of stuff. That's why I'm looking at like, that ain't no training, man. That ain't no training right there. That ain't how you break no dogs, no none of that type of stuff. That's how you get a dog and you send them to somebody else and they attack their kids. That's what that happened. That's how them kind of dogs are made. You got somebody who sell you the dog and they'll beat the dog with a stick. Oh, we move and we want to get rid of this nice Rottweiler. We want to get rid of this nice Doberman. And they'll beat the dog like that and they ain't tell you nothing. Oh, that was training. Man, listen. If y'all brothers and sisters paying for that kind of training, boy, look, I need to double up on my prices. Yes, sir, man. Mad Doctor say a bulldog is easier to train. Oh yeah. Now you see a lot. I don't know Mad Doctor far as the actual intelligence of the dog. You know, I can't say, but I will say you're right about it because that bulldog is gonna be the dog that's gonna be your powerful dog. You know, your dog. I'm talking about American bulldog style, like dog. You know, I can see that, dog. I can see that. I know some brothers that had some nice American bulldogs they was using for that protection work. And them dogs more athletic. They, you know, got a long snout, got a pretty good muzzle on them, pretty well-rounded body. So I think the American bulldog is kind of like what a band dog will be considered as, not far as the breed, but I'm talking about far as the actual size. You know, your band dog is your big dogs, like your bully style dogs, but I believe band dogs may be a little more athletic than your average bully dog, you know, because of the way they are bred. You know, I could be wrong. But just the ones that I've seen looked a little more leggy, a little more like they had a little more leg up on them. But yeah, man, them bulldogs, I can believe it. I'm gonna tell you another reason I can believe it, Mad Doctor, because they may not be as dog aggressive. So you get more of that focus on what you're trying to say, man. A lot of them pits, man, they even if they're not dog aggressive, they looking for something to get into. You know, so you gotta kind of battle that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like a attention disorder or something like that. You know, you battling that. One day he might give you 5 minutes. One day he might give you 15 minutes in training. Next day he want to come out there and give you 2 minutes. You know, before he want to start drifting off. Yeah, straight bulldogs. Now the ones like I seen a few brothers with some American bulldogs on YouTube channels that were looking pretty good, man. My brother had an American bulldog one time, but it was I ain't sure if it was a Johnson kind or his bulldog looked more like a pit bull though, man. Like it had a longer face, but it was brindle and white. I tell you, if you looked at it, you would probably call it a pit bull before you call it a bulldog. And I'm not 100% sure if the dog was full blooded or not, but I think it was, but I'm not 100% sure. Big salute to my folk down in the bottom. Sunset Killers, what's going on with your big homie? What's going on? Hey, Sunset putting that damn red boy and damn termite shit together. Boy, look here. Woo. Hey, now see, we can be politically correct. If we want to be politically correct, Red Boy Jocko. Like, I mean, some people, you know how some people do it. They go back a little further back. But I mean, if termite coming down off that Dangerous Dan stuff, ain't it? And Dangerous Dan is a Jocko dog, ain't it? I think I want to say. I mean, hey, that's a Red Boy Jocko cross. Just not by Red Boy Jocko. I mean, not by Jocko. Well, actually, it is because termite just his grandson. So shit. I mean, hey, boy, that shit gonna be kicking up dust on the south end. I might have to throw some of that up in the program. Yes, sir, man. Big salute to them brothers with them red boy dogs out there, man. Big salute to them brothers with them Eli dogs. I ain't gonna lie. Them boys with them Eli dogs, they the most violent ones out there when it comes to this YouTube. They the ones that want to go cut your neck off. The red boy dogs, they'll take it every now and then. They talk a little shit back to you here and there. But them Eli boys, shit, boy, look here. I'm trying to tell you, boy, you have enemies for life when you start going at them Eli boys. And they ain't got no problem with you besides you talking trash about Eli, though. I was surprised J Bo last long as he did down there. J Bo said he ain't having none of them Eli dogs on his yard. And the Eli boys will come at you, boy. The boy don't bullshit. Bolio, you ain't got to worry about the Bolio. No, they always talk about Pat Patrick every now and then. They'll throw that up in your face. You know what I'm saying? But them Eli boys, shit. Let me throw you up on the screen, Mad Doctor, see what you're talking about. Appreciate everybody, man, down in the chat that's up in here tonight, man. Looking for my glasses. I can't look at that screen too long, man. I gotta put on my glasses, man, and make sure I got my blue screen glasses on, man. Kill my eyes. All right, Mad Doctor, the boss listened to me in the pit. He knew better than me, but bro, ex a handler, I knew to a band, knew to a bond. I'm trying to read it, Mad Doctor, but I ain't quite sure what you was saying though. Or you say the Mally you dealing with a dangerous dog. Now, first go get you some work on correction. You got what he doing? He you know, and that's why I say, bro, that's why I say obedience, fam. If you walk with him and he grinding at people, you gotta start with ground zero. It may not seem like the sit got something to do with the other stuff, but you can't do the other stuff without having the first stuff. That's the only reason I said. You know what I'm saying? It could be him like trying to attack people or chasing them. Because Anime, she bad at chasing cars. I could never walk with Anime like I used to walk with Marino loose on the sidewalk on the highway, going to the store and different things. I can't do Anime like that. She'll break all that for the damn car. And I got her fully trained. But she chased anything. And I'm kind of skeptical about riding on a bicycle. She good. She can run on the bike now. She good. She ain't bad on the bike, but the skateboard, she'll come at that skateboard. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, Real Game Dog made a good statement right here. Sean Meadows, what's going on? People should be required to take classes. Hey, Real Game Dog, what you talking about? The Pitbull, or you talking about both dogs really? Hell, but the Malinois, I think you talking about the Malinois. You know, people need to know them dogs ain't no regular dogs, man. It take a special kind of person to deal with them dogs. Yeah, you're right. You're right, bro. Any dog, you know, but certain dogs, man, and the Malinois, you really, you know, a lot of brothers get them because they look cool as hell on TV. You know, and the pit bulls, they get them because they look cool as hell. Oh, and them same dogs that they screw up. And the males are a little more dangerous on one end. When the pit's dangerous, you know, the game dogs that we deal with, a lot of the times they're not the dangerous dogs because they don't bite people. So most of the time, the game dogs that we deal with, it be involved with some fighting or somebody getting in trouble about that type of stuff. You know, but the Malinois, you gotta watch them, man, because I'm telling you, I done heard incidents where brothers' dog chase after the mailman and run up in there on the mail truck after the dog. You know what I'm saying? And that's the type of stuff you don't need. You got to be able to say, yo, Flint, come back. Or whatever you call it. What no, come. And that joker come, man. You and your county, what's going on with your big homie? Yeah, the males, they different. They really are different dogs. And them brothers in the army and them brothers in the police department don't use them for nothing, dog. You could bet you could understand if you really deal with a mal, you understand why they haven't switched to pit bulls yet. Why they not using pit bulls. Dog, I'm not gonna lie to you, these dogs, only thing a pit bull, fighting wise, a pit bull good. But these dogs got just as much as go as a pit bull got when it come to fighting. I'm talking about a real Malinois that's gonna be on that field out there in Saudi Arabia somewhere. You know, or when these brothers doing protection stuff, them dogs got drive and go, boy. And I'm talking about ain't no snap, curring, and biting and all that. I'm talking about tucking and coming. So, man, these dogs, it takes a lot. These dogs can go through a lot. When I say a lot, brothers jumping out of an airplane, these dogs got temperament of steel. A lot of dogs can't take the stuff the Malinois and Dutch Shepherds and some of them KMPV German Shepherds and stuff can take. They only, like the pit bulls, they may be good on apprehension as a police dog. They may be good at service dogs and being therapy dogs, but the Malinois good at all that shit. You know, you can find a Malinois if you're little that's gonna be a good therapy dog. That is not human aggressive at all. You know, but hey, you take one of that same litter that'll be the Cairo that went in and got Osama bin Laden. You know what I'm saying? Them dogs, special dogs, man, and it take a special person to deal with them. You know, but the thing about it, Mad Doctor, once you get that training in with that dog, a little bit of training, that bond start getting connected all the way like it need to be. And, you know, it's just different, man. It's different than with these pits and all that stuff like that. You know. Yeah. With them game dogs, is the humans, man. And see, the alligators and the males, man, they get a human, but most people and most of the time, you know, them dogs got a little bit of training in them or some sort of training, and they know they can put a person down as well. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times them pits, we really haven't seen them. It's kind of a new territory with them pits when it comes to the training and all that stuff. I'm talking about over the last 30 years, maybe since the 80s and stuff like that. Maybe brothers been doing training and stuff with pits in different KNPV or shuts and different things, but it's not a real. We don't really know. You don't want that pit to go bite somebody. A lot of times they don't stop. And the mile, you may be able to get them off. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times they don't stop either. You know, but you don't want to. I can't really put neither dog over the other, man, because I'll be sending y'all out there slipping. You know, don't slip on neither dog. If you got either one of them, you know, make sure you on both of them, because both dogs can be just as dangerous. You know, and the thing about the males will make them a little more dangerous on one end because they never stop going. They full all day long. You know, if you got like I had mine on the chain, they never stop running. They wear chains down 5 times faster than pit bulls wear chains down. Your pit might have a chain for 5 years and he ain't even wore the buckles down yet. That Malinois take that same chain and do something dirty to that thing in 6 months. You know what I'm saying? And then the miles will get bigger. You know, when you look at, say, anime and them dogs, 60 and 70 pound dogs, 50 anime are in her 60s. You know, but they moving like 30 pound, 40 pound dogs. You know what I'm saying? So this is just as dangerous, man. And the thing about the miles, you gotta remember, whether they're listening to you or not, them bitches super smart, boy. So if he dangerous, he not dumb. He's smart in his own way. You just haven't learned to communicate with him yet. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't let him become a junkyard dog to the point where he lashing out at any and everybody. Because that's gonna be pretty much, something you're gonna have to put a lot of time with, and it still may be a real dangerous dog. That's why I always say, and not saying that you didn't do this with this particular puppy, Mad Doctor, but I always preach about really trying to start young when you know you're gonna train with them dogs, man. Even if you start and stop, take 2 weeks to just work, sit down, and come. Just take 2 or 3 weeks to work that when your dog like 2 months old, a month old. And if you got a Malinois, man, listen here. I ain't gonna say this because I did it. I'm only saying this to you as a Malinois raiser because I had it Malinois and I did it, not with Marino, but with that little blue dog that I got from Magnolia Kennels, GW. Man, I had that dog doing every damn thing at 2 or 3 months old. But Magnolia sent me that dog, man. It was just able to be weaned. Magnolia sent me that dog, it was just weaned. Man, I'm talking about within a couple weeks time, I had that dog doing all kind of stuff, man. And I got it on video. On my video, you just have to go stroll all the way back. That little silver colored dog. That dog was probably about 3 months old on them pictures, man. 2 months old. So with Malinois, when brothers training Malinois, I'm gonna put more down stress and pressure on you, dog. I'm gonna put more weight on your shoulders because you can do it. You know what I'm saying? These Pitbull brothers, what I stress with them is don't get frustrated, dog. Don't get frustrated when these pits start being aggravated and stubborn with you. You know, but with my Mal brothers who start with the Mals, buckle down on them. The Mals smart. They'll try to get their way. They'll try to know they can get their way. You know what I'm saying? You got to be firm with the Mals. You can't be a punk. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Not talking to you, Mad Dog. I'm talking to anybody. With them Malinois, you got to be tough with them dogs, man. You know, and if you be tough with them, don't hurt them. Just be tough with them, firm. Let them know you mean business, and you gonna make it work, man. You know what I'm saying? And try that beef sausage. And try that beef sausage and take his head everywhere you want it to go at. If you want him to go between your legs, take that beef sausage and make him follow your hand between your legs. And then tell him the command. Take that beef sausage and send him anywhere you want it to go at, man. Oh, you'll get it, dog. Just don't give up on the correcting part. Let's just say my dog is what I want to correct is say I want to correct him pulling. When I first come out, take him out for a walk, I want to correct him pulling, and I want him to walk. At least he don't have to walk beside me, but I don't want him to be pulling to the point where he breathing hard and all that stuff. So I want to correct that. So what I want to do is get a choke, one of them choke collars, and then bring them out and start using that. You know, pay attention to some of them videos where brothers giving you step-by-step tips on how to use them choke collars, and just use that. That's gonna keep them from pulling. You know, you ain't necessarily got to work on your heel, but if you want to, you might as well go ahead and knock 2 birds out at one stone. Go ahead and work on your heel and stop from pulling. You know, and with Mellow Yellow, I let her pull, but that's when I'm letting her be a dog. When I want to show off and I want to act up or I'm tired of pulling, I tell her, Mellow Yellow, heel, and she get right beside me. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, now let's say if I want to correct him growling at people, what you need to do is get you an e-collar. You know, and every time he does this, you need to give him the correction on the e-collar. Because you can't correct him growling at somebody with a choke chain or nothing like that. You know, that got to be did, you know, with an e-collar. And, you know, it's steps to that. It's for people who don't know how to use the e-collar. Most e-collars have three tones. You got your tone, you got your vibration, and you got your static electric or whatever they call it. Now, the thing is, you're going to keep that static low, right? Low as you want to have that static as low as you can have it, no, but he still can feel it. So say if I got a collar that go from 1 to 100, 100 the highest, 1 the lowest, then I might, this is first time using a collar, I might take it up to about 10 and put it on them, right? And I let them go on a long leash and let them go out maybe about 20 or 30 feet on a long leash. And then I just tap that button. And I look at his reaction. Could he feel that? You know, you just want him, barely can feel it. You don't want to, zapping them and making hollering. You don't want him to do all that. You just want him to barely feel it. He knows something is on his collar. Now, you tell him to come here. If he come, then you don't do nothing. If he don't come, then you give him a little zap. But the thing is, you always use the sound before you use the vibration or the zap. So that way, in a couple weeks' time, all you got to be using is the sound. You don't have to use the zap because the dog always think the zap is coming after the sound. So you always do the beat first, then do whatever vibration or static you're gonna use. You know, it just depends on how strong your dog is, how high you're gonna have to take it. You know what I'm saying? Most dogs, when you first start training them, you don't gotta take it that high because it shocks them. You know, not like shocks them electric wise, but like shocks them, scares them. So you don't have to take it high, just high enough to get them to react to it. You know, so if he goes growling at somebody, then you got to do a correction. Give him the beep first. He hear that beep, he know that electric coming behind it, so he'll chill out. But yeah, it just depends on what his bad habits is, man. I always say, put your hand in the bowl with your puppy when he's young. Feed your dog out your hand when he's young in the bowl. When he's 2 and 3 months old and 4 months old, play with him. Play with your hand in the bowl of that dog. Make sure you can feed your dog at a grown dog age. If you decide to put his food in the bowl, you can get on camera right here now and be like, yo, like I can get on camera with Mellow Yellow with y'all right now. I can feed her some dog food and I can stick my hand in the bowl and let her eat out my hand at the same time. She's not gonna bite it. You know, a dog with a bad habit will rip your finger off, man. You know, and that just come from, you know, little stuff that we don't correct when they're young. That's all that come from, you know what I'm saying? Let me see what brother C. Salute to you, CPK, man. Salute to you. I'm about to see what you're talking about up here. Throw you up on the screen. I always thought and analyzed the obedience compare if Miles and Sheps instead of listen, but more active than hot APTs. They go crazy. They can go crazy. Yep. You're right about that. Now, those Sheps, a lot of times if your shepherd not mixed some kind of KNPV way or some type of working line way, a lot of times your shepherd, and that's what a lot of brothers got to be careful for. My Pitbull brothers, you want to get into these training, that's the dog that you'll grab them first, and it won't be the right dog. You go grab a German Shepherd, and it's not a working line German Shepherd. You know, it's harder to grab the showline Dutch Shepherd and a showline Mouse compared to a German Shepherd, because you can find a German Shepherd in any Tom, Dick, and Harry yard. You're not gonna find no Malinois, no Dutch Shepherd in any Tom, Dick, and Harry yard. Neither no KNPV Shepherds. You know, so yeah, them Shepherds, man, just be careful when you get them, because a lot, you know, it's so many different styles of them. You got your them long-haired Shepherds and different things, but then you got working dogs. Same way we got working line pit bulls. Actually, the pit bull is a working line dog. You know, there ain't no such thing as working line pit bulls. We just talked about that last night. It's one pit bull. You know what I'm saying? The pit bull is a working breed, but when it comes to like shepherds, you can get them shepherds, man, that they ain't really built the same as your working mal, or, you know, and you can get show Malinois too. Now, AKC don't recognize Dutch Shepherds. You know what I'm saying? So when you get a Dutch Shepherd, you're going to pretty much get a working dog. John Demery, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, man, just when it comes to correction, correct the dog. But I find if try to correct the dog without scaring the dog. You know what I'm saying? It's no right technique besides don't abuse the dog and stay safe. But if the dog, if you start to look like, or the dog is getting scared of you and you scaring the dog, you know, it's gonna work against what you're trying to do. But at the same time, you gotta Be firm with the dog. He got to know that you're the alpha. And a lot of people say that, but a Malinois gonna make you prove that shit. You know what I'm saying? The pit bulls ain't gonna make you prove you know alpha. That Malinois gonna make you prove you're motherfucker alpha. You talking that alpha shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you. You gonna have to prove that. Yes, sir. You gonna prove, hey, Uncle Willie. You gonna prove it. You gonna prove it, big dog. You can have 100 pit bulls in your yard, and we can get up here and we can talk that alpha. But you get one Malinois, they gonna put you to the test. Salute to you, fam. Salute to you. But one thing I will say about them dogs, man, they worth every penny. If you a one-man dog and you got that one dog, that's gonna be the best dog you ever had. You know what I'm saying? And if you love that dog and you spending time with him, you're gonna get your money's worth out of that dog. You know, just think about it, man. A Malinois can do any single thing you can think of to your brain. Now, I say that all the time about all breeds, but man, fuck that. You know, I gotta give the kudos where the kudos go to. You know, the Malinois excel. Them dogs excel at everything, man. They just super dogs. And a lot of people get that, mixed up, and sometimes it can be destructive. But thankfully, saying that all the Malinois that have been purchased across the country, we don't hear nothing about them mauling people down, getting loose and mauling nobody down, or kids getting mauled down, like no news articles or nothing. So it's being handled. You know what I'm saying? Can't say all the breeders are good breeders and stuff, but for the most part, the dog is not being misplaced in the wrong people's hands. And that goes to another thing, Mad Doctor, to my Malinois breeders. Don't take the prices down. And I'm gonna tell you why. I have sold cheap Malinois before, but I'm telling anybody who want to buy Malinois from this point on from me, I ain't selling them cheap no more. Because listen, all that do, man, is put Malinois in different people's hands, in so many different people's hands, and sometimes it ain't the right people. You know what I'm saying? And the dog can end up being in positions where the pit bull's at. It got to be a person like the brother said. People need to take classes. If you just think you're going to get a Malinois, just study what's on every video you can find. Anything you can find about Malinois online, just study that shit for a couple weeks before you get the dog. Or if you already decided on getting one, just study it, man. Don't let the movie Max, be the only little bit of damn information you got before you come get the dog. You know what I'm saying? Look at them. It's some great brothers. Canine Guardian got some great videos online, man. Different brothers and stuff. Cause see, you want to get a dog with a good temperament. You want to make sure just like them pit bulls, we can get curves and all that stuff. You can get all that same stuff at Malinois. Them brothers breed for the same thing. They got good dogs, you got great dogs, and you got the shit dogs. You know what I'm saying? Y'all brothers like the shit dogs. And I don't mean in dogs manure. I mean that them motherfuckers, them kind of dogs y'all like. I know what y'all like. So you gonna pay for them. Them brothers got top notch pedigrees and all that type of stuff. And when it comes to the Malinois, the top of the line pedigrees gonna be going to them brothers over there in Europe, the brothers over there in Holland, them brothers running that KNPV stuff. When you start talking about top pedigrees, and they online just like you got online pen, you got an online database for Malinois. But this is the difference between Malinois and pit bulls. Them brothers don't worry about papers like how the pit bull community do. Some of them brothers go by numbers where they have BRN numbers and stuff. But if the dog is working, the dog is working. Now them brothers in that working divisions of that miles and Dutch shepherds and stuff, they live by that shit these brothers in the pit bulls talk about when it come to getting the dog, not for the pedigree, but for the dog himself and his working ability. You know what I'm saying? You may pay if these brothers can prove that this dog can work a certain way, man. You ain't no telling how much you pay for that dog. And that's why I like Malinois, because it had me in a different category as far as I don't have to worry about certain things, man. You know, if I train this dog is $15, $20, $30,000. When I look up how much can these dogs be sold for, these brothers talking about $50 and $150,000, man. And we talking about top of the line training though. That's top of the line training. But we talking about it's possible. You know, pit bulls can be trained the same way, but it's gonna be hard for you to get these dogs off for that price. $150,000 and stuff like that. Man, the miles, that's normal for the motherfuckers when they got that real training in them. He can do scent work, he can do protection work, all that, everything. You know what I'm saying? $3,000 for a Malinois pup, five months old. That's a deal, Mad Doctor. That's a deal, and I spoke on that with the brother. I want to say me and Kobe was talking about that earlier. I think that was me and Kobe on Facebook. $3,000 for a Malinois puppy is regular price straight out the stomach. $3,000, $1,500 to $3,000 just depends on how good you know that person. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on how they registered or what what their pairs is, lineage is or whatever. But for a Malinois, we're looking at $3,000. That's another, say $2,500, $2,000 average. That's another reason we don't got them in every Tom, Dick, and Harry hand. You know, the price is too damn high. They ain't want to pay that $2,000 for a dog like that. They want to get the shepherd they can get on any corner for $250. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who got a Malinois for me, I want you to hear me say this right now. You are holding a $2,000 out the stomach dog in your hand. I don't care how much you paid for me for it. You know, sell that dog for what it's supposed to be sold for. Top of the line pedigree. It ain't saying it's the best. It ain't the worst. But it's enough to do your dogs how you got to do your dogs. You know what I'm saying? Dogs expensive, man. They're really expensive. I ain't gonna lie. But you know how the brothers, when they buy them Chico Lopez dog for $5,000, they take care of them. They don't want to get a scratch on them. When they pay high for that Malinois, they do what they supposed to do with it. They take them, they get them trained. They do this, they do that with them. They spend that time with them. You know what I'm saying? If I give you a Malinois for $200, man, you be calling me back and be like, yo, I can't handle this dog because you ain't gonna really put that time in them. You ain't got much invested in them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna tell you the honest truth. I got my damn income tax check one of them years, and I went and bought Merino. Spend the whole check on them. Because I know what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it was what it was. Yeah, Merino was 2 months old, 3 months old when I got him, somewhere in that area. I got a few videos when he was a puppy. And I was doing the videos. This is way before I met y'all brothers on the Pitbull shows. I was doing videos on Facebook and stuff like that. Every day I was putting videos up with me training him at 2 months old, 3 months old, 4 months. Let me say this too, Mad Doctor. It's easier to train them puppies off the ground. I ain't talking about any dog. You know, bring them up to your eye level. And it's easy, especially at them 1 and 2 month, 3 month old dogs. Make you a little ramp to where he can walk on a level. That way they come out to your waistline. About high as a picnic table. You know. The mouths will run up that shit as soon as they damn eyes open. They ain't worried about no heights and none of that stuff like that. They'll run up them little ramps and stuff. So you ain't gotta, make your ramp and you can train them easy. Then bend it over to the ground with a dog on the ground. That's any dog. When you got them elevated off the ground, it's going to be a whole lot easier. And it depends on what command you train them for, And if you really look at them brothers when they're doing the bite work. When you see them brothers running up on the dog, running back and forth, acting crazy with the sleeves on, don't they have the dogs elevated on them little table and stuff like that. You know, so you want to be looking at eye level with that thing. So that way you teaching the dog to lay down, but the dog, in actuality, the dog is directly in front of you on a high level. You know what I'm saying? When he lay down, he ain't all the way down where you got to bend all the way to the ground. Now with them pits, man, you know, with them pits, they just funny, man. They just funny acting. Like Mellow Yellow, I got the time in with her. She catch on fast. Her brother, I ain't never trained him. I don't see none of them intelligence in him that I see in her because I ain't had him in that same kind of situation. You know, Don Juan Black, what's going on? What's going on? But the Malawites, man, the thing about it, them dogs hog hunt. Only reason you want to take a Malawi to hog hunt is because they're so expensive. You got to raise your own Malawites, then you can go hog hunt with them. Man, a pack of Malawites hog hunt is like being in the woods with a pack of wolves. Man, doctor, boy, you out there running shit. You tell me you got 7 Malawites out there, and y'all out there hog hunting. You ain't worried about nothing, dog. You ain't worried about nothing. And you can control all of them. You may can't control them when they get crazy and riled up, but you can control the main ones. Shoot, man. The dogs get hog hunting, all kind of stuff. And they tough. A pit bull may want to fight for hours, you know, where a Malawi may not want to fight for hours. But I guarantee on a hog, a Malawi stay on the hog just as long as a pit bull will. I guarantee that. If not longer. Only thing it is, like I said, they more expensive. You ain't want to take your Rolls Royce out there and get them damaged up. Now I'm gonna tell you now, them bull herder dogs now, the Malawi's and pit bulls. But same way the brother say, take a class. You need to take a class for a Malawi and a pit bull separately. And you need to take a whole nother separate class for the bull herder. Take your Malawi class, take your pit bull class, and then take your bull herder class. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole, you know, and you ain't gonna make no bull herder breed unless you really into that protection work and stuff like that. You ain't gonna make that kind of breeding if you was just a pit bull, man. You know. Oh yeah, Dawan. Man, hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. If you pay attention to some of my videos, you can hear only dog you can hear in my background is anime. That's my Malawi barking. If I'm in the field and you hear a dog barking, that's my Malawi. I'm telling you, them dog it's so loud, man. And she got a dang on, she got a how can I put it? A dang on annoying bark. I can't stand how it sounds. A funny sounding bark. Hey, but hey, the bad part about a Malawi, man, you start not liking them once you done fell in love with them. You know, you like the breed, but you like, oh man, I done made a bad choice. But now you done like the dog now. You ain't want you want to get rid of the dog for nothing. Unless you know you had to. Yes, sir, man. I'm ready to see them pits and them, like we was talking about the Cruff show the other night. I'm ready to see them pits and that type of stuff, man. You know, we all know what they bred to do for, and that's what make them look even better. When the whole world knows what these dogs are bred for. But you see what they're doing right now in your face. you know. Because see, I can get a Malinois and they expect me to train that. I go out there in the field with that Malinois and I do all kind of tricks and stuff. You know, it draws crowds, but it's expected. If I do the same exact thing with that pit bull, they ain't expecting that. And they looking at me like, damn. You know what I'm saying? See, if I make that pit bull jump the fence, they ready to run. As soon as they see the pit bull jump the fence. When I make the mile do it, they know it's tricks involved. But if I make the pit do it one time, they be like, oh, that pit jumped out. But when I call him back and he jumped back in, now they paying attention to me. They're coming over there seeing what's going on. Shit, man, doubt hey, you hear mine barking in a few minutes over the microphone. I got anime close to the house. She get to that damn barking. Sometimes I have fox come in my yard. You know, she get that barking. You may hear in the background in a minute. Nothing don't get by them Malinois. Certain things slip by them pit bulls. The males and them Dutch shepherds, and them German shepherds, the working line ones. Boy, ain't nothing getting past them dogs. The working line shepherds. And the males are a little more souped up than them working line shepherds. Some people don't like dealing with them males. They say they are handler aggressive. They bite their handlers. You know what I'm saying?
I couldn't find aggressive by the handles in your Apple Music library. You can ask me.
Damn, man, this damn Siri want to talk. I ain't talking to Siri. Let me close my dang on what you call it. But yeah, some people say the Malinois human handler aggressive. And I got bit by Merino a couple times. I got bit by anime one time. But I didn't get bit by them aggressive style. I got bit by them because they so souped up that they try to grab the toy and they miss and grab your hand, or they miss and grab your arm, or they grab your leg. You know, or they come in and they think they grab this and they grab your leg. So it can happen. It's like the motorcycle rider say, you're going to fall one day. That's why I don't got no motorcycle right now. I don't want to fall. They always, the boys say, you get a bike, you're going to fall one time at least. Like, no matter what, you get one, you ain't got bit today, you're going to get bit. But it ain't the pit bull style bit when I say bite, you know. It's the kind of bite that, you know, you got to be tough. That's why I say it's going to bring that alpha out you. But the bite part is only because they souped up and they juiced up and they just move so fast and they just so hyper. Hey, Don Juan, your Malinois 12 years old or 12 months? I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm about when Anime have another litter, I'm gonna get me another male. I might keep a male and a female, but I know for a fact I'm gonna keep me a male, and I'm gonna start them off from ground zero. I'm gonna fully train that joker. Okay, you got a mad no German, no Mali. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna train him. I'm gonna fully train him all the way out. See, I be trying to leave my pits kind of halfway, and you know, I'm kind of iffy with some of them right now because if I go to the confirmation show, I still need them firing off the way I need them firing off. You know what I'm saying? So I leave them intact, even though I got them fully obedience trained. One of them, you know what I'm saying? That's it. Oh yeah, man. Once them, and I'm gonna tell you right now, when I was training the shepherd to me listen to you more than a Malinois do. In my opinion, a shepherd is more obedient than a Malinois when it comes to listening to you on the first time. You know what I'm saying? You could teach a German shepherd to stay in a couple hours. I'm talking about to stay till you go down the road and back. Them dog listen to you, boy. Them German shepherds. We say the pit bull is America's dog, but if we want to be honest, you know, it got to be a running in with the pit bull, the German Shepherd, maybe the Labrador. But I'm gonna say more people got German Shepherds than Labradors, you know, because you got only people got Labradors is like a lot of hunters got it, and then you got people who got them as pets, but German Shepherds is spread across the whole country, you know, and pit bulls spread across the whole country. I'm talking about people that don't supposed to have German Shepherds got them, people that's supposed to have them got them. You know what I'm saying? People that don't supposed to have labs don't got them really. Besides a little bit of people that animal abusers or something, but people that can't handle these dogs getting these shepherds and these pit bulls. So I think between the shepherd, the pit bull, the male, what's keeping the male from being the American dog is it's the price of the dogs. The average person can't afford them, and that's what's saving the dog as well. Keeping them from having all the bad genetics, the bad breeding, and all that stuff like that. The price of it, you know, and yeah, man. Now I see some badass German Shepherds though. I ain't gonna lie. I see some bad German Shepherds coming from overseas, like Czech and different places. Yeah, man. And if you into Malawi's and stuff like that, go ahead and start doing your research right now. Because when I do my breeding, that way, whenever it might be a couple months down the line, you'll be ready. You know, and I ain't gonna lie, man. I may sell them high, but I ain't gonna sell them that high. Not just because I ain't doing too much more Malawi breeding. I'm just trying to get me a male. You know what I'm saying? And off Merino, I'm gonna take one of Merino's sons and breed him back to his mama, and get me a male. And I'm going out. I don't do a lot of inbreeding when it comes to Malawi's and Dutch Shepherds and stuff. You want a big gene pool. You want all them champions in your dog. You know what I'm saying? When you look on that online page for the Malawi's and stuff, you want to see great dogs from this, great dogs from that. That keeps your dog healthy, you know. That's why I say they kind of breeding total opposite of how we doing with the pits. We trying to tighten blood up, and they trying to have a big gene pool of great dogs. And like I said, for the brothers who don't know about the online pedigree database for the Malawi's, I forgot what it's called, but it's easy to find. All you gotta do is hit go on Google and type in pedigree database for Malawi's, and one of them will come up. The right one, you'll see it, and you type your dog, whatever his pedigree number is or certificate numbers is. You look at the dogs he came off of, like his granddaddies, daddies, and all that on his papers or whatever you got with him. BRN numbers and all that stuff registered on that online base. And they got the pictures of the dogs. You can see this dog look like this dog look like that. Same way with the pits. I think the Malawi's more loyal than pits, though. I'm just to be honest with you. They more loyal dogs. A pit is loyal, but the pits will leave your ass. I'm gonna tell you now, boy. There's some of them stay there. You know, you got just like you got any dog will leave you. But the stress that the Malawi's put under when they get in that real training, you got to really do hand picking when you dealing with these pits. That's when they go to select their breeding and finding the right kind of dog to put in that kind of work. Because these brothers put these Malawi's under a lot of stress when it come to beating them across the head, slapping them, slamming them all on this and that, and making sure they pushing. You know what I'm saying? And making sure there ain't no curves. You don't want no dog. You go out there and whoever you talking trash to, slap the hell out of. He break off running to the car faster than you. You know, hey, when we talk about obedience and stuff, you know, I always say, man, if you and your dog get in a fight out there, and y'all might be getting the best of the brothers. Now you see other folk coming on, they might be pulling out the guns and all kind of stuff, and you got to get up out of there. You can't leave your dog. You got to be able to say, yo, Fido, let's go. Let's get up out of here, boy. Let's go. And the only way you can do that if you got to train obedience, them first 4 or 5 commands, recall, sit, stay down, or whatever. You know, you don't need all the tricks, just the main ones. Yo, let's go. Hey, he got to be to that car when you get there. See, that's the only time a dog can beat you to the car is when you commanded him and y'all both on the run. You know what I'm saying? Y'all both trying to make it there. Other than that, shit. But if you got a mild man and you putting real time in with him and you're really serious about it, it's gonna be a great dog for you. You know. One of my homegirls got them giant schnauzers, man. Them dogs, I didn't know them dogs was like that till I seen hers over the last few years. My mama had one, but it was a little small one. And that little joker was feisty, but you know, when they small, you don't really think about it. But my homegirl's on, she got the big joints, and boy, I'm telling you, boy, them things will take you down like a shepherd or a pit. Now I'm gonna tell anybody, my dream dog to train, and I may get one day, is one of the dogs they say is the smartest dog, one of Australian shepherds. I just want to get my hands on one of them dogs and just train them, see what I can do with them, see all the stuff I can make them do. Cause them dogs super smart. They say them the smartest dogs out there. You know, Malinois them gonna be like 6 or 7 on the list when they actually compare the smartness around the world. Them damn Aussies or them Australian shepherds, them black and white and black dogs. Shit. Now, they might not be that popular, but when it comes to training wise, ain't too much can compete with them. Hey, what you talking about? That's game, John Demery. You say just as game as them, if not gamer. Oh yeah. Oh, Mad Doctor. You talking about GHK, our folks GHK? The boy nasty with the Malinois, boy. The boy, I've been seeing the boy nasty with the Malinois a long time ago. I had to give him respect then when I seen him. I ain't sure which brothers it was. It probably was both of them. But them boy nasty with them things. Shit. Let me see. Don Juan Black said you can stress a Belgian at way early age. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You'll break that pit bull. The Belgian Malinois is built with more nerves than a pit bull built with. Just naturally got more nerves than a pit bull. Natural nerves. You know what I'm saying? You know how we say brothers who grew up in the hood, you naturally, the hood, none of that stuff scares you. You can put you in the hood in any place, any state in the country. If a brother ain't messing with you, you ain't afraid to walk through there. But then you got some brothers who they ain't stepping foot right there, until you build them up to do that. It just it's natural with the Malinois. Yes, sir. But I'm gonna tell you now, one thing about the Malinois, and one thing about training any dog. One thing I learned, and I had kind of I had it kind of good. I got it kind of good because in the summertime or the wintertime, like now, It's always somebody in the fields behind my house playing soccer. I'm talking about the rec department. They either playing soccer, football, basketball, or whatever. Not basketball in the gym, but football, soccer, you know, and the baseball and other fields. But it's always a crowd out there, no matter what time of the year it is. I just don't go back there and videotape all that stuff, you know. But when I do my training, I take the dog back there and I act up. You know what I'm saying? And that sometimes I can get customers like that, clientele, you know, different people. They see the dog doing this and doing that, and then they want me to train their stuff, you know. So the males, man, you have fun training them. I know one thing I can't get my dog to do. I've been trying to get, and I see them brothers be having them bulldogs riding them skateboards, man. I don't know if them bulldogs could do that shit easier because they're so low to the ground. Now, it's one Malinois that, you know which Malinois I'm talking about, Mad Doctor, y'all boys, who in the mouths. It's a Malinois on YouTube. I'm trying to think of his name. You know what I'm talking about. That joker, he the one to walk the ropes and stuff. My man got that dog trained. He trained to the T. And that just come from time with the dog, time with him, man. Steady doing stuff every other day. Now, if you got Malinois around pit bulls, sometimes this can be a problem. The thing, and I found this out, if you got your miles outside in the same area with your pit bulls, you may that mile is going to turn some of them dogs human aggressive without you even being part of that. You ain't gonna have no part of that. Because the mile, like you said just now, brother, the mile is on everything that come past the yard. Now the pit bull following suit. He following suit. That person that he would normally bark at, that mile barking at him, so that pit bull barking at him now. You know, everything that mile bark at, that pit gonna bark at. The ones that's the smart pits, the ones that's following, because you're gonna have them follow the leader pits out there. Oh yeah, that Belgian, I ain't sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but John Denver, that Belgian tavern. Yeah, it's 4 Belgian dogs. The Malinois, the one that you talking about, and it's 2 more, but they got longer hair than the Malinois got. The Malinois got that bulldog hair, but it's 4 of them Belgian dogs. Malinois being one of them, and that one that you said the other one. But the Malinois got your pit bull style hair. And your Malinois, I'm thinking your Malinois is gonna be your more souped up one, a little bit more souped up too. But I could be wrong on that end. Now, John Denver, when it comes to them tavern dogs, you know, I'm just speaking about this right here, and I don't know this to be true, but being that you don't really see them in the working departments, they probably be more in the show department. You could probably find them in the show area, so they may lack a little something when it comes to intensity, as the Malinois got, as your working Malinois. Hell yeah, monkey see, monkey do, boy, they come to them dogs. That's one of the reasons Melly Yellow kind of act the way she act. Hanging around Marino, got them tied up beside each other. He act up, Anime act up, Melly Yellow want to act up. And then when I bring her to the house and keep around me, that's more stuff to make her act up. Now she want to protect me. Now she want to act like them when I put her back on the yard. So that's why I say for anybody, you know, just be careful, because the mouths may switch your pit bulls to something you don't really want. You may not want them aggressive. So you may have to move them to another side of the yard or something. The pit bull when a pit bull turn the Malinois animal aggressive, a lot of Malinois come animal aggressive. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to Merino, you know, I ain't gonna lie to you. Every time he broke loose, something was going down. And the pit bulls didn't do it. He did it to the pit bulls. When I say he did it, because he was the oldest dog on the yard. When I had pit bulls that were 9 months old, if he get loose and the pit bull say what all the way started up yet or something, he get loose and he'll go bore over the pit bull or some shit like that or something. You know what I'm saying? And try to start something with the pit. And then it start getting to the point, if he ever got loose, I had to make sure he stayed tied up. You know what I'm saying? Because if he got loose, then it was gonna be a problem. And like I said, ain't no curb biting and snapping and that German Shepherd style snapping. We talk about one hold, one grip. You know what I'm saying? Him and JD Hall got hold of each other one time. Shit, man. Listen, that time, as a matter of fact, when I tell y'all the story the other night about me about to pass out trying to break the dogs up, that was JD Hall and Merino. I'm out there trying to break up a 60-something pound Malinois in the pit. JD Hall ain't letting go. Merino, he holding. And man, shit, man, I like to feel out of it, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like to feel out. JD Hall face was all messed up. Merino had a little cut up under his chest, but it wasn't much. JD Hall had took the most damage. Because see, the Malinois got teeth from hell, boy. They got them teeth like wolves. You know, and when they get to biting, they just go, whoo. That's why I say they can hog hunt Street Rossi. Now anime was the exact opposite of Merino. When she was young, I could walk her around all the dogs and she'd just follow me all over the place. I walk down the street and she'd follow me. I don't got to worry about her chasing after no dog, no nothing. I just have to worry about her with cars. But when it comes to dogs, she act a little different. Now when I'm walking down the street, she kind of bore up a little bit, but you know, for the most part, she was like, you know, kind of chill. When it came to animal aggression. Not saying that she wouldn't, but she didn't go looking for it. Merino went and looked for it. That's why I always said if he ever popped loose, I wasn't worried about him going to bite nobody in the road because he was going to the dogs. Now, I don't see a real problem with the pit bull turning the Malinois animal aggressive. I see the problem with the Malinois turning the pit bull human aggressive. You know what I'm saying? That's the only problem I see when you start bringing them two dogs to be friends. You don't want neither one of them being. You don't want, especially if you got a fence. Man, you don't want them dogs to hanging with each other, and that Malinois gonna become human aggressive eventually. Gonna be on everything, and that pit bull just following them right behind them, That pit bull gonna be the one that gonna be stupid and do what the Malinois ain't gonna do, jump through the fence or some bullshit. Tear the fence up and go through the fence. The Malinois gonna run to the fence and bark, and the pit bull gonna go tear the fence up and go bite them. So that's a bad combination, you know, when it comes to not knowing what you're doing. You know, like the brother said in the chat, take a class for them dogs, man. A 30-day class, a 30-day self-given class for that you just go study all the shit that you can study about these dogs. Hey, Street Rossi, them dogs you got there now. Them dogs you got there. That's a real them dogs, some special dogs you got now. It take a special kind of person to have them kind of dogs too. A super responsible person. Not talking about you, brother, because I know you is. But whenever you sell puppies and stuff, you really gotta, you know, you can't just give one of them dogs a humbug down the street and they're a bad dog. Their dogs always loose all the time already. You know what I'm saying? And then imagine them having one of your presses and they get loose and run down there and maul somebody. Okay, now when it comes to running a meal, a pit bull or a Malinois, it just depends on, you know, you can start both of them up. They're gonna run, you know, both of them gonna run pretty good. Now, Mad Dog asked me, did Sambo listen to me in the box back then? Now let me think. Okay, now I'm gonna tell you like this here. I didn't have him where I can say tuck him and he'll tuck him, but back then we used to take the little sticks and hit him on the legs and all that. And when we used to practice and all that type of stuff, and tap him on the legs and stuff like that. But I know one thing. I really didn't give him commands in the box. Only command I had was to finish that motherfucker off. You know what I'm saying? I tell you what we had. We had a he can look at me, and that's the only thing that matters. You know, when we look at each other in that box, I do what I got to do to make sure I'm coming out winning. If I got to get behind him and I got to blow him, I'm blowing him. You know what I'm saying? If you one of the ones to be like, don't be back here. You know what I'm saying? My dog got to cool off. I got to cool him off. He go see me. I was getting down with him. You know what I'm saying? With both. You know, so that's what we're talking about. That's the year 2000. You know, get down on your knees, making noises, noises that he used to that he reacts to. You know, and some brothers will say you don't want to overwork your dog. You know, so you get out there and start talking to your dog a little too fast. You first 15 minutes, you done coach your dog so much that you done tired him out because he was paying attention to you so much that you know you didn't have to do no talking. You just shut up for the first 5 or 10 minutes. And then you start seeing where you might need to school him a little bit. The miles in the pits gonna run about the same, man. The miles in the pits gonna run it the same. Only difference to the miles, you got a more chance. You got to make sure that meal is the right meal for them for our size wise, because the miles gonna be different in size, more different than the pit bull. You might can just throw a pit bull on any meal, but the mile might be a little more too big for your small meal. And if you want them to run right, you want to at least get a medium meal. You don't need a large one, at least a medium one. But I say that mile, I'll probably run on that meal first, fastest. And one thing about it, they probably run about the same, man. I mean, you start them off young. But I ain't gonna lie, Street Rossi. I ain't never had Marino on the meal, you know. But in real life, like on the ground, them pit bulls can't run faster than the Malawi's. So if he gonna spin it faster. If that meal go faster, it's gonna spin faster with the Malawi on it. If he taking it like he out there on the ground, because the pit bull can't run fast as no Malawi. I'm gonna tell you that now. I don't give a damn which pit bull it is, male or yellow, any of them. Their legs ain't moving that fast. They ain't stretching out that long. No matter why I was running like greyhounds. I don't mean run like greyhounds, but they stretch out further. And when you stretch out further, you can cover more ground. They stretch out far and they pull back in just as fast as them pit bulls. So, I mean, if it's a good meal that, that'll get a good turn, I think the miles will go faster because they run faster on the ground. If a greyhound, a greyhound should be able to run faster on a meal than a pit bull, right? But certain dogs, the way they shape, man, and the meal just can't do them justice. You got to let these dogs open up on a regular ground. That's why they don't run the greyhounds on the meals like that. They race them around them little tracks where they need them to practice and all kind of shit. And let them run in open fields and stuff. Let them just run out there in the open. Certain dogs, the way their bones made, man, they just don't need to be cramped up on that treadmill. When they come to them boxes and all that, to any of them brothers, man, back in them days, if they had a good dog with them and a dog that was, a real good dog, they dog listen to them in the box, man. They might not listen to it. You say, "Oh, shake him." Man, the main thing you want your dog, back then that you had to do with your dog is to show him that you came to win. He had to be able to look in your eyes and see you got win in your eyes. You ain't come here looking like you about to lose. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing. You can't break that bond with him back then in them days. And I have to keep saying that because anybody listening thinking we talking about something modern day time. You couldn't break that bond with him. You had to stay there and weather that storm. That's why I said it's gonna take a bond to bring him out. Because if he get that point where that other dog was like winning and about to take him out, but you know, you just not giving up. Because see, like we always say, some brothers could talk a brother out their game back in them days. This dog had about another hour left in him. But he didn't let me over there. Oh man, he about gone. He ain't got but 5 more minutes left in him. Man, that dog had a whole hour left. I done talked shit to him and talked about his whole game. You know what I'm saying? Talked about his whole game. And a lot of brothers went home without any money back in them days because they listened to what that man was saying in that damn box instead of having faith in their own damn dog. You know what I'm saying? And that's where it come back to putting $500,000 on a damn show. I put that $500 on it, and I'm gonna see if I got a bulldog. Leave him down there. I'm gonna see if I got a damn bulldog. You got $100,000 on him, or you got $20,000 on him, man. You gotta move all kind of flaky ways. You know, I'm about to see what kind of bulldog I got. You know, then the thing about it, it didn't leave room to cheat. If me and King Long Swipe going for $500, we ain't got no reason to cheat each other. We coming to see if we got some damn bulldogs back in them days. You know what I'm saying? We both leaving with a couple dollars, and we got some bulldogs. You know, at the end of the day, you find out you can see more when you did it like that. Yeah, no matter why, some brothers don't even do no kind of obedience training with their Malawites till they over a year old. And I'm talking about like some of the military brothers I've seen on the videos and different canines, police canines rather. They don't like to do no kind of obedience with them dogs till they want them buck wild to an extent. You know what I'm saying? Till they get over a year old. Then they start messing with them. So mad dog, that 5 months, dog, hey, you got plenty of time, man. Just don't let them get too far. That way you turn to a junkyard dog. And then you have to keep them on the chain or keep them on a leash or something. You won't be able to have them round like loose round nobody or nothing like that. King Long Swipe, man, what you been up to? Shit. We've been trying to make it, man. All the brothers doing the same mode, taking care of these dogs, sisters taking care of these dogs. It'll start warming it up over there where you at, or it'll never get cold over there. King Long Swipe at Cali, ain't it, King? Yes, sir, man. Yeah, I just really wanted to get that news tonight, man, and talk about the still scratching sign. You know what I'm saying? Because a brother made it say like, "Oh, I'm talking about this, about dog fight, about this, about dog fight," but yet I'm promoting dog fight by saying still scratching. And salute to all my people in Southern California, man, holding it down. All my folk, Northern California, holding it down. But yeah, I had to explain that, man. Still scratching is a way of life, man. Is you gonna give up when somebody tell you can't do nothing or you can't have something that you know you really want? Still scratching, baby. They told you couldn't drive that car, but you still scratching. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it just is what it is. Told you couldn't go up on that block, but you still scratching. To my hustlers, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it is what it is, dog. You know, I can't, like I said, I can't help some folk minds is stuck in one place. You know, Maybe you a brother or sister that just came and you know you need to. We got to. I don't mind explaining things to you. You know, if you just come into the channel. Big salute to Vested Concepts in the buildings. He say them fleas and them mosquitoes already out. I tell you what, boy, I ain't seen them mosquitoes yet. I mean, I ain't felt them yet, rather. I ain't felt them yet. But boy, I don't want them to come out, because I know it's about that time. You damn sure ain't lying. And all that. We got some water over the day we got some water. Them fleas, I ain't gonna lie, I've been seeing them fleas out. The mosquitoes, boy. Damn mosquitoes hit the damn set. Boy, look here. Y'all boys up north, y'all know what them damn mosquitoes is, boy. Shit. Pills how far you in the country, man. Them things get big as baby birds. Shit. The motherfucker flying around with a damn 8-way needle on his damn mouth. Oh, scratching. King Long Swipe say what scratching means. Scratching is back then when we let the dogs go between my legs, and he goes to the other side. He scratch. You know, he scratched. He went to the other side. If he don't scratch, that means he stayed in the corner. A cur. And when you hear a brother talking about a cur, that means he didn't. No, it don't mean he didn't. Well, a cur mean he didn't scratch at some point. Now you could have heard a brother talking about a dog lost. It don't mean he a cur. Some of the best dogs ever touched this ground, they're lost already. He just got beat by a better dog. But scratching, yeah, scratching mean keep coming, dog. When they tell you King Long Swipe, they tell you them damn what you call them, pit husky, how you say it? Them pitskis. When they say them pitskis, this and that, you keep scratching because you still bringing the knowledge. You ain't letting them tell you, or you ain't letting them keep you at a certain level. You know what I'm saying? It's just the keep scratching mean we will not accept what you tell us. We only gonna accept what we want. You know? Oh no. Scratching the ground like a bull. The dogs just do that when they go to pissing and throwing out their scent and all kind of stuff. Some dogs still do that. That's that old school way. I like to see my dog do it when they do it. That's the old school bulldog acting shit when they kicking up the dirt and all that shit like that. Yeah, that don't mean I got the same way. Brother Yellow One told me about the PR purple ribbon. That ain't got nothing to do with that. Keep scratching when a dog kick up like a bull. Street Roster, you say, what can I order out the pit bull? What can I order out the pit bull? Cause it for your dog. Write that over for me, dog. I quite understand what you're asking me. Hey, yeah, 3 legs with eyeballs popping out. That was scratching me. Street Rossi, not Street Rossi, King Long Swipe. And it say, for instance, we got these protection dogs. We want our dog to scratch. If I'm working a protection dog with a brother, and I go slap the hell out that damn Malawa, you don't want him to run. You want him to scratch. You want him to come forward. You know what I'm saying? Them brothers in the military, like I was talking about with the flag, I could be mistaken, but if you look at they war uniforms, their flags go a certain way. And it looks backwards if you look at it compared to how our flag go when we just looking at the regular flag. The flags on the uniform go in the direction of the wind when you're going forward. When you go forward, what direction the flag go? He go backwards and go a whole different direction. You know. But yeah, yes, sir, man. You want that mile wall, that pit, or whatever you got, and when the time comes, that they gonna scratch. You know, whenever they see danger, they gonna scratch. A lot of people can holler at a dog. Hey, yo, get the fuck out the way. Hey, your dog bitch up. You know. And a pit is more bad at that than a Malinois is. A brother really got to train a pit and make sure that dog can take that pressure that Malinois can take. Because just because he have bite, don't mean he can take that pressure. Because that brother got that bite suit on, that bite don't mean shit no more. That bite only means something when he bite the skin and when he got somebody scared and growling and barking. When I got that bite suit on and we're going to really see what he do now, let him come up here. I'm going to fucking stomp at his ass right before he get up that motherfucker and make all kind of noise right there in his face. And a lot of them dogs just jump up and they bite like curb biting. They don't bite no more like the Malinois and shit bite. You know, they do a different kind of bite. Some of them now, not all of them, but it's different when you training a dog for bite work and then you actually a dog get loose and bite somebody that ain't supposed to bite nobody, like in the road or something. Because when we train for that shit, you want formation. You want that shit to look a certain kind of way and hit a certain kind of way because you got goals and where you want that dog to be digging at whenever you bite and all that type of stuff. City boy, what's going on? What's going on? Yes, sir, man. That shit fun, man. It ain't nothing funner than training with your homeboys with the bite work because none of them don't want to put no suits on. Ain't nobody put no suits on. Hey, the last brother I had to put on the suit was my homeboy and his brother Vonnie and them boys down there in the NO. Big salute to you, brother Vonnie down there in the NO. The boys put the suit on, man. We had fun out here that day. That shit be fun when you got your homeboys because your adrenaline be pumping, man. And everybody who's scared of it, once they do it, they like it. You know, they like, oh yeah, this shit cool, man. It ain't bad as I thought it was. Ain't nothing like having a damn 60-pound dog fly across your arm, fly across your shoulder, slam your ass to the ground. But yeah, man. I think we're going to stay in here to that 2-hour mark, man. I got about 4 more minutes. We're going to ride this thing out for about 4 more minutes. Unless we get into some more convo about something. I'm going to ride it on out. Street Rossi said, what can I order out the Pitbull Gazette for my dog? For your dog? You tore out the presses, a number of supplements and stuff, and collars and stuff. As far as that, you know. Your dog can do everything the Pitbull can do, man. Only thing about it, the Pressing Canaries might have a more, it depends on how yours bred. They may be more work oriented. You know, these brothers breeding the Pressing Canaries to do that work like the Malinois and stuff, and they breeding them for training, and they're more easier to train. I took a bite. I told you I took a bite from a Pressing Canary once before. And them dogs dangerous if you ain't damn careful with them. Like the brother who I was working with, his dog would protect him, but he ain't had no training in him at all. But that's cool if somebody jump on you or something, breaking your car, you in the car or something, or breaking your house. That's totally cool. I'll leave that bitch on you till the police get here. But if the dog ever go after somebody, you got to be able to recall that dog. A big dog like a Pressing Canary, man, you talking about 80-pound dog. The dog that I got bit by was about 70 pounds, and he was short like a pit bull. He didn't look short. He had a leg up on him, but I'm talking about he was short for a pressy. But he looked more like a pit as far as his height wise. You know what I'm saying? John Denver say, how about the video with Mystical playing? Which video you talking about, John? The video with Mystical playing. I had to go back and check it. Now I like cane corsos or cane corsos, whatever they call them. I like them dogs too. If I had to pick between the two, I think I got more people that I know. I know one guy that got a Preston Canary, and I know Street Rossi made two that I know that I can buy one from. But I got a couple more guys that got cane corsos, cane corsos, and I trained one of them dogs before. I love them kind of corsos. They like the big gentle giants. They Preston Canaries are more human aggressive than your kind of corsos. In my opinion, they are. The cane corsos, they'll make you think they're gonna bite you when they ain't gonna bite you sometimes. But oh yeah. When it comes to a yard accident, man, any dog can win. Pits can go kill the mouths. The mouths, you don't really see the mouths killing the pits unless it was like he pulled them out, stretched them out or something, maybe. The mouth's smart enough to do that. Smart enough to know to keep this dog out here stretched out where I can kill him out here, stretch him out. But, when it comes to yard accidents, that's why we call them accidents, man. Because a lot of times it's it goes down like that. Now, when I breed anime next time, probably, like I said, I go back with a son. But the little after that, at least that puppy will go to something way off. Nowhere kin to anime, nowhere kin to merino, none of them. You know what I'm saying? Just a big gene pool. Now, in that APBT Gazette, they sell little I don't know. I know they sell dogs. They may sell supplements. They may have a few supplements in there some time to time. And it may be some different kind of training courses as far as like learning that confirmation style stuff. They may offer some type of stuff with that. Yeah. Where BBK at, man? Salute to BBK. I ain't see him up in the chat, did it? Salute to BBK, man. The boy name kind of close. I'll be getting it confused sometimes. Not confused, but I get tongue twisted sometimes. BKK, BBK. Salute to BBK, man. Salute to BKK, Big Country Kennels. And BBK, that's my dog. Well, Big Country is my dog, but I speak to BBK more than I speak to Big Country. Hey, Street Rossi, man, check online. It might be a specific Preston Canary magazines, man. Because that's what I always order. I used to order Malinois magazines. Just like you got Pitbull magazines, you got the magazines with the Malinois. I'm gonna tell you a good company to get your Malinois stuff from. Elite Canines. Elite Canines, and that's a website, and it's a name, Ray Allen. Ray Allen is a pretty good website. Yeah, Elite Canine and Ray Allen. I know it's two good sites to get stuff from. You get your bite suit, sleeves, magazines. You can get scent stuff, get stuff to smell like weed, cadavers, dead bodies. You know, for anybody that train cadaver dogs, they say you can go to the funeral home and get a hand. I ain't never did it. I don't know how true it is. They say you can go to a funeral home and get a hand, though, if you do that kind of training. Shit. But yeah, you can go to them sites and order everything, man. All the scents, all the collars you need, and they're pretty good, reasonable prices. Yes, sir, man. Yeah, man, I ain't gonna hold y'all brothers and sisters too long tonight, man. Hey, King Low Swipe, I'm sorry, big homie. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm gonna try to go live for y'all with y'all brothers and sisters tomorrow, man. I'm definitely gonna do something tomorrow, whether it's live or pre, but I'm gonna try to go live. It's a whole lot easier for me when I go live because I don't gotta do no editing and none of that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? And we can talk about more other topics and stuff when I go live. But yeah, man, y'all have a good night. Y'all stay safe out there. Y'all stay legal out there. Remember where y'all got it from. And salute everybody in the chat that rock with me tonight. Mad Doctor, John Denver, Street Rossi, City Boy Kennel, Show Enough. You know what I'm saying? Tony in the building. Tony, man, I don't think I had seen you a shout out earlier, man. I did see you come up in and I forgot. I started talking and I ain't never get to see you no shout out, I don't think. But salute, shout out to Tony. Best in Concepts. Appreciate you dropping in tonight, man. See here. Mr. 216 been rocking with me since early when we got up in this thing. Vernon Starr came and rock with us tonight. Don Juan Black holding it down, man. Appreciate all the brothers tonight, man. Sisters tonight, and everybody that's watching this video from afar, man. PBK9s, and we out.